when two words are really resonating, I think my struggle is then coming to, without trying to control it, what is, what area of the will is this dropping into? What is the action? And I know that I'm very biased to wanting it to be an outward action. But would it be good counsel that if you've tried to purify your heart, you've repeated the words many times and nothing seems to be coming, then to accept that it's probably an interior act that the Lord is inviting me to, because no exterior act is coming to mind. Is that a good counsel? Once you've again begged and tried for 10 or more minutes, to open the heart and say, Lord, I'm willing to do anything you want, and really trying to mean that, then maybe just assuming that I will make this interior act and go forward.
You mean I will make this interior act, or you will show me an interior act? What are you?
Maybe can I assume that he's asking me to make an interior act?
Of course, it's not only to assume, but it's I would say it's always 100% an interior act. If there is an exterior dimension to it, fine, but it will always have first an interior dimension to it. Let me give the classic example I always give, which is I receive, the word is go and reconcile with your brother or with your sister. It seems to be an exterior act. I need to write a message or phone or go and meet my brother and reconcile with my brother. No, so it seems to be clearly an exterior act. But if we think a little bit about it, we will find that there is a process, an interior process that is that has all the priority and has to happen first, which is, but Jesus, my brother, hurt me. My heart is full of this poison that he or she said to me. So you want me to reconcile with him, but I'm not doing well because of this. So please, Jesus, heal my heart first. So this is a first step. I'm implementing it, but you see from where it started. It started from, okay, Jesus, heal my heart because this person hurt me. So help me first, because how can I help how to reconcile is to offer something in the end of the day. It's how can I offer something if I'm damaged myself? I'm harmed. So come and heal me. So this might take a few minutes or immediate, could be immediate. Why not? Jesus acts. This is how I experience his action. And then, okay, fine. Now I am at peace. You helped me forgive this person. But it's not yet what you're asking me. You're asking me more than that. Go and reconcile. Go and meet this person. Have something with this person. Whatever he is asking me to do. So now I need to ask for his help. Okay, now give me this forgiveness or this whatever word or things we have to exchange. Give it to me first, so I can give it to this person. So give me the full forgiveness that I am supposed to give to this person. So you see, it is preceded by two things in this case. First is heal my heart. Second, give me what you want me to give to this person, because I don't have it. You are God. I'm not God. I'm just a human being. I'm empty. So fill me with the love you want me to give to this person, you see? And then I will move and meet this person. So you see, in this case, I on purpose analyzed it to show that it starts always with an inner act. I would say 99.9% is an inner act first. It could be completed with something else if we analyze it properly. If we don't look and just do it, then they are combined, if you want. It involves our inner, because who makes the act? It's me. It's not my flesh, it's me. It's not my body alone who works, it's my soul. So in this sense, yeah, it's us who make this act. So again, what was your question? Yeah, is it always eternal? Yes, it is. It is. I would say the following. Lectio Divina requires a lot of flexibility from us, in the sense of being surprised by God, not expecting him in a certain place, allowing him to appear in another place that we don't know. So it's not by uncovering part of my being to him and saying, okay, Lord, you can shed light here wherever you want, but this area, don't go there, because this, I have too many problems here and it's painful. There is a wound here, so don't go there. And so I'm just exposing one part of my being, not everything. Or a part that I know, which often happens, no? Because what is Lectio Divina? It's to expose myself to the Lord, to the light of the Lord. The risen Lord is sitting in front of me, and my entire being, I open it. This is an act of trust. I open it to the Lord, and I say, Lord, point with your finger at any place in my being that you want to heal and want to change, you see? So very often, we expect him in the areas that we already know in us. You know, I have a certain knowledge of myself, and this is the amount. But we need to remember that we are much bigger than what we know about ourselves. And Lectio Divina is about every day an extra revelation of myself to myself, made by God. This is why it is important to adopt the attitude of the blind man, to be totally opened, because this is what I know about myself, but I am much bigger than that. So Lord, go even to a place that I don't know. Lift the veil and show me something that I never saw, I never thought of before. So this kind of openness, unconditional openness, sometimes is difficult to perform. And this sometimes blocks Lectio from occurring. Why? Because unconsciously, and because of a lack of this attitude, which is a lack sometimes of openness or flexibility, I am reducing my expectation. This is what I expect from the presence of the Lord in my life. No, allow yourself to be totally and utterly surprised, yourself, not somebody else. Allow yourself to be surprised. But do you know yourself? No. This is why the blind man is blind about himself. He's blind about the knowledge of himself, of many areas of himself. This is why my effort is to say, okay, Lord, I don't fear any surprise. I don't fear the intervention and showing me something that I never saw about myself. It might look ugly, but I know that it will look beautiful after your intervention. And this is why you want to show it to me. But I don't know where. Don't try to run faster than him or to walk faster than him. Allow him to be the first and say, okay, Lord, I don't know. You see? It is a little bit also the attitude that I seriously recommend for a good, for a successful Lectio, which is the attitude of being aware of the Pharisee in us. We often leave the Pharisee business to other people. It's like, I'm not a Pharisee, I'm a good person, and therefore I'm here, Lord, I'm with you, I'm yours. Oh, be careful, be careful. Let us be more humble. Humble to the point of saying, there is a hidden, small, cheeky Pharisee in me who is trying to escape the light of Jesus. And who is the Pharisee? The Pharisee is, and I recommend really reading chapter 23 of St. Matthew. I think this is one of the most beautiful chapters. It's horror, pure horror. It's the darkest, most horrendous, most ugly chapter you can ever find in the gospel. It's chapter 23. It's easy to read if you think that the Pharisee is my neighbor. But if you dare, and this is Lectio, this is truth, if you dare to say, but maybe there is a small Pharisee in me, hiding and escaping every time from the Jesus light, and you open chapter 23 in St. Matthew, write it down, 23, and later on open it and read it. It's horror, because Jesus is bombarding, he's using all the weapons he has, and he's bombarding this Pharisee with ugly words. No, it's, well, in English you say, woe to you, woe to you. In fact, he's cursing them. When you read in other translation in French, it's curse. It's cursing people. Malheur. Malheur means I'm sending ugly things to you. Malheur, woe to you. Which means it's like, aren't you the good Lord? Aren't you the gentle Jesus? Aren't you the humble Jesus? Aren't you the Savior? How come you are talking so rough and tough to these Pharisees? Now, I won't do an analysis of the text and why Jesus was talking this way to them. He's in Jerusalem, it's the last fight and so forth. But it's very good if you have that strength and love of truth to open this chapter and say, okay, Jesus, yes, there is some little naughty person you are describing in me. Do you have this power? You will see miracles in front of you happening if you do that, because this will be the manifestation of your unconditional openness to the Lord. I don't see this Pharisee. Be careful. Don't start by saying, yeah, I know where the Pharisee is. No, well, then you ruin the whole thing. Start by saying, I don't know who is this Pharisee in me. There is. So you start by having a hypothesis, a true hypothesis. It's not a hypothesis anymore. There is something wrong in me, but I don't see it. So Lord, you see it. Okay, I don't mind. I am strong enough to trust you above everything else. I know that you won't harm me. I know that when you were unveiled this little cheeky, naughty Pharisee in me, it won't never harm me. On the contrary, it will heal me. So if you start this way, you are truly blind. You are not faking blindness. You are truly blind. And this is the challenge of Lectio. We don't go truly blind. We go half seeing. And if you half see, Lectio will not work. Why? Because you don't have this, you have this knowledge of yourself, and you close the door for all the rest. You don't want to grow. You don't want to discover your greatness. You don't want to discover your true size, no, we say it in the Catechism, no, the human being is capax Dei, capable of receiving God himself and nothing less than God himself. So you are immense. By definition, you are supposed to be immense, but you are co-author of this clean operation of widening, cleaning, deepening, and so forth, or cleansing instead of cleaning. So the Lectio Divina is the powerful tool where you allow the Lord to do this work, because he will never do it without your consent. So Lectio Divina is the moment where you give your consent, your courageous consent to become back again capax Dei, which means capable of receiving the entire Jesus, not just a little amount of Jesus. Sorry for talking this way, but I think that it's part of the attitude toward the Word of God, which is, I'm totally open. If there is something wrong in me, if there is something dark in me, not working, I trust you, Jesus. I love you. I love the truth. Why would I fear Jesus? It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense not to love Jesus, to love truth above everything else. Why is it so difficult? But practically it is. So that challenge, I think, to overcome that challenge is key. And then it releases. It's like opens. And this is every day, my friends. It's not one day. It's not one little thing. It's every day, one step, one more step. And therefore, if we have the strength and the courage to love the truth above everything else, we can do miles in few days. By the grace of God, of course, by the grace of God. Sorry, I took too long.